video will show you how to install a standard barn door track and door from the big box stores. We're now going to prepare the wall for the rail track. Using a stud finder, just drag it across the wall until you hear a beep. That indicates the stud is behind the wall, and they're usually every 16-inch centers. Just mark that with a pencil, and we're going to do that about 5 times where a track will lay across the wall. So we're now going to drill the metal rod that fits on the top of the door frame. This is measured usually at 16-inch centers. This is to match up with the wall studs. Using a 3/8 metal bit, we're going to drill into the rod every 16 inches to match up with the studs. We're now going to install the hardware for the sliding door. So with your tape measure, on both sides, measure 1 9/16 and 3 1/2. Those are the holes for the track mounting hardware. So using a 3/8 wood bit, drill into the door. So now you're ready to place the bolts through the door. Using a rubber mallet, just lightly tap the bolts through the holes to ensure that they go all the way through with the washer on one side. Okay, now we're ready to attach the mechanism to the door. Okay, we're ready to tighten down the bolts. So washers on, and the nuts on top. I'm using a 17-inch socket wrench here to tighten down the bolts. Okay, your hardware is installed on the door. The last piece of this hardware installation is these little clips here. These actually fit on the top of the edge of the door and prevent this pulley from jumping the track. So there's 2 of these. They just fit in between the rollers. You screw them in. Once they're installed on the top of the rail, they'd actually just slide over, and that'll actually prevent the track from jumping. Okay, we're now going to mount the top rail to above the door frame utilizing these spacers. We're also utilizing our pre-drilled holes every 16 inches based on the wall studs. Make sure that the top rail is actually level to ensure that there's proper movement of the door. So let's go ahead and mount this to the wall. Okay, now we've mounted the top rail to the wall with those lag bolts, and we've hung our door on the rail. The last thing we need to do is actually use these stoppers on both sides of the rail, as you can see here, and we'll be mounting the last one on this side. This prevents the door from rolling off the rail and damaging the wall. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks very much for tuning in.